So, the gentle Repose is an astounding model of what a cold-hearted businessman and a corrupt office of a guard can craft when building permits are bundled and measures are not taken care of. Built within the very walls of a cemetery of the city of Egladrin, it stands in all of its two-story tall decadent splendor, holding aloft the spirits of the mourners with strong alcohols and even stronger meals, spiced with unknown yet tantalizing tastes. It is from learning from the mistakes of the past adventurers that many a new group has grown into their own famous selves. Thus, your quest for fame, glory, or just about anything you seek and desire begins here. It begins with the innkeeper Ronnie, a tall and overweight dwarf with brown hair and narrow blue eyes. He wears modest garments and carries a hawthorn staff. A black snake slithers peacefully around his neck and staff, and he eyes your entrance into his tavern like a predator would some deliciously bleeding prey. Only you are not prey, you are paying customers. Welcome! Welcome. So, what can I do for you? Have you come for our food or for our services?
How can I get a cup of coffee in this town?
Well, we have something better than coffee and something worse than coffee. It all depends on
Do you have any herbal tea?
We do, but it all depends on how much you are willing to pay for it. So, first of all, do you have the coins?
Yes.
So,
What kind?
very well. If you want, I can have some proper stew and a mug of ale brought to your tables. We're just around the corner, past the doors. Though
Very well.
you pay at the entrance. Would you like to stay for the night? So you are basically you are a group of you know each other. You are a group of adventurers, and you are just about ready to start on your so-called great big quest. The very
Okay,
first.
so we already know each other.
Yes, and basically the thing is, before starting on your so-called big quest, whatever it may be, you've decided to come to the city of Egladrill, which is kind of where adventurers come to die. So it's basically it's a resting place for all the adventurers, and you hope to hear some pearls of wisdom from this or that guy you may or may not find. And however, money is a bit tight, so you found this inn which holds some decent prices compared to the rest of the city. But you look around a bit and you realize it's probably been cleaned something like 2 months ago, and there are some bits and pieces of moss across the walls that kind of look at you in a funny way. So.
Oh,
I have
great.
I have prestidigitation. I'll be fine.
So.
Like expected anything better from human establishments.
So, would you like to spend the
This is
night?
establishment.
It will be only 1 gold coin for food and a warm place to rest for the night.
Honestly.
Very well.
Not if
Sure.
the establishment is not responsible for the loss or theft of your personal belongings. Keep an eye out on them at all times. And that being said, just walk past the doors and just find a free table to sit down at.
Very well. Give us some of that. What do you call it? Ale? Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. We even... Let's see if this works. Can you see this?
Yes.
The tavern menu.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
Perfect. So, he shows you the menu as you walk through the doors into an ample-looking room. Just as long as I manage to reveal the area.
There it is.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
And basically there are 2 tavern wenches, 2 maids, 2 whatever you want to call them, that gather food from some big tables and bring them to the other guests of a place. You notice, however, that there really isn't a free spot. Like, there isn't a free table, so you'll have to choose where to sit. So you can all roll me a... Let's see. The raw fungi on the menu is literally attached to the walls. You just have to scrape some of it off and... You are relatively sure it's not really cooked, but then again, it's fungi. And...
what do you expect from humans?
Yeah, I mean...
Filthy.
They don't even know how to make proper ale. But each of you a perception check.
You have a choice on where we sit.
So to make a perception check,
Give me a moment.
no. If you in case you don't know how, you go to your character sheet and you click on perception. Then you always pick the roll on the left, unless I tell you it's advantage or disadvantage. At which point you either pick the highest or the lowest.
Okay, let me...
Yeah, so basically we have... Yeah, so we have Ravandil that basically goes blind trying to see something that really isn't there. Ravandil's got the 10, so it's Vincente. Yeah, Vincente. So Urist. So first of all, I'm just going to move you lot past the doors. You can move your own tokens, huh? Unless I tell you it's a battle round, you can move whenever you want. Which is both a great advantage and a great horror when it comes to traps. So, Urist, you're the one who did the highest roll. You basically see everything. Even stuff you didn't want to see, but even so, you still see it. So, I'm going to describe a bit of various characters at the various tables. So, starting from the upper side, typing furiously. Yeah, you see even worse stuff. So, let's get... Because I have lots of stuff and... Alright. There is on the upper... So here at the table there are what look like a knight and a hunter of sorts. And basically, while you're looking around, Urist, you can feel Vincente kind of slam into your back, since he wasn't paying attention, with his magic book in his hands. Just, you know, being a bookworm and whatnot. So, the knight and the huntsman are sitting at this table, and they both appear to be kind of buzzing in some kind of theological conversation on who's righteous, who's the most righteous between the god of the hunt and the god of knights. While so the knight's god is Yomede, the famous and fabled goddess of paladins and righteous honor and whatnot. Meanwhile, the god of the hunter is Obadai, the god of balance and whatnot. At this table, you find you find a robe-wearing man who's kind of reading a book, but you have a feeling the book's not as serious as the one Vincente is reading. By his side, there's a quarterstaff that's just hanging there. At this table, instead, you find a half-orc who is raucously laughing at some kind of joke. You think it's a halfling because you do not think a child would have beer in front of him. So at a joke a halfling just said. Meanwhile, at this table, the last one, you realize there's just only one seat left free, and this group of 3 people who are talking are an archer, or what looks like an archer. You think it's a priest, but you wouldn't be so sure if not for the religious symbol around his neck. And a tough-looking mercenary kind of guy with a map open in front of him, and they seem to be busied in quite the conversation. So, with that being said, you do not seem to notice any elves. No elves whatsoever. So, you all kind of know that this town is principally inhabited by dwarves and humans. There is kind of a lack of elves or tieflings or dragonborns or whatever. Wow. So each of you can make a history check.
Okay.
Well, I suppose everyone notices this. I mean, unless you say you didn't, you were just thinking it, or.
A history check, you said?
Yeah. One on the left. Yeah, Uris doesn't even know the history of his people. Shame. Shame.
As explained from a filthy dwarf.
Yeah. Doesn't even know why he's born. I mean, yeah, no, you all suck at history. Like, it wasn't your subject. No, you don't know anything. This town just popped up one day, and it was fine, like a fungi, like a mushroom.
I'm going to point out that this is So I guess I'm just bumping up against first.
Yeah, basically. So.
If you had a war history, maybe, but yeah, Enzo basically spent his later teenage years with a mercenary company, so I don't know what he'd have learned there.
Well, if you were in a mercenary company, Enzo, you have advantage on the roll. So you should have 20. You can choose between the 5 or 21. So I say it's the 21.
I'm choosing the 21.
Yeah. So you know the history not because you studied it, but because it was kind of famous around the mercenary groups. Basically, Eglandir as a city was born when a big mercenary company decided to put roots down and found no better place to do it than around a famous adventurer cemetery. The city then grew, and it basically became some kind of shrewd business deal. They offer mercenaries for wars, adventurers for treasures and riches, and it all works out in the end with some palms getting greased by money and whatnot. But don't expect to find much law out there in the wilderness. So, Ravandil suggests to sit with a wizard. What do you other think?
Yeah. Seems good.
Yes, sure.
So, can you move your token to the table, Ravandil, just to see if you can, because I didn't notice.
Yeah, one second.
Yeah, alright, perfect.
While moving it, you can snap out of the grid.
Yeah, alright. So.
There.
So, the man, who is probably a wizard, realizes you're coming to sit near his table and just shrugs, like he's not interested in the minimum to make conversation. He's just sitting there reading this book, this kind of old history book. Now that you're closer, you can notice the title, which is something like history of the goblin hordes, why they keep on coming, why isn't there someone who just goes and hunt them down?
That's a great book title.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Basically, he looks at you and barely he gives you just a nod as if to say, yeah, I saw you, but that's all. While you're sitting there, one of the barmaids arrives, and after receiving confirmation of what you want to eat, she, unless you have something to ask her extras, she just walks back and starts filling the plates up.
Ravendell is kind of racist, huh?
No shit. What do you do that idea?
Well, just a little bit.
I get no shields. 2 meat shields is good.
He gets better. I mean, unless he dies. Then he dies in the assault.
Yeah, who would want to die, but who would want to die as a horrible person?
Yeah, pretty much like the last time.
So, while you are sitting there and your food is getting served, at a certain point, the innkeeper comes back in and starts to whisper something to the group that's sitting at the circular table. Do you want to do a... Let's see, because they always change. Yeah, there's no longer a listen, so it's a perception roll.
Perception.
If you want to listen in. Otherwise, you can just start eating and don't care about what they're saying.
I mean,
My passive perception is 9, so just go with that.
Alright.
Urist, being a Dwergar, is naturally really suspicious of surface dwarves, so he's gonna listen in.
I have really long ears, so I'm going to listen, even though I don't want to.
Alright. Perception, not persuasion.
Yeah, no, I
Don't
mixed
worry.
it. Check.
You're trying to persuade him. Speak to us too. Doesn't work, though.
Here's my
Yeah.
brain.
So Horist is suspicious, but the long years of Ravendell clinch the deal. The innkeeper is basically whispering that there's some kind of problem in the cellars of the place, and he's offering.
Rat.
Yeah, he could be, and he's offering a deal
It's over.
to this particular group of adventurers if they're willing to solve it. But this guy just shrugged it off, saying, "Nah, we don't care. I mean, why should we? We have the money to pay for the night. We're planning something. We don't need more money." So the innkeeper kind of moves to this other group and repeats the same offer, but it's the same. Then it moves past your table and kind of nears this other group. When they too give a no, then and only then does he near your table. You kind of don't. Like in this precise moment, you don't have any plans past. We're going to make it big. We're going to find a big quest and we're going to make it. But it's just all up in the air. So the innkeeper nears you and says, "There is. You look like bold. How much for a time? I like people who go down to business. So I can offer you room and rent and food, and I will also offer you 20 gold coins per head. Yes, each. 20 gold coins each.
Seems like a pretty good offer. So what? Kill some rats?
Yes, I think so. They broke a couple of... I mean, they have to have pretty big teeth because they broke the wooden planks of the floor, but yeah, it's just rats. Anyone could kill some rats.
Rats.
I'm down.
Okay.
After
I just
all,
sort of like slap myself and cast. Like I just go along with these guys. I slap myself and cast mage armor in preparation to kill some rats.
Alright. Well, yeah, I mean, it's rats. The innkeeper shows you the way to the cellar, and basically it's back the way you came from, and to the left of the entrance there actually was another door, which he opens and shows you the stairs down. Alright, so now you have a little bit more armor. You're going to need it all. So,
Okay.
quick. Yeah?
I look at the cellar. What do I see? Because I have dark vision.
Yeah, no. I was just going to ask, how many of you have dark vision or can see in the dark, and who cannot? Because
me and Doris do because he's a Duergar
Yeah.
and I'm a higher.
yeah. So I'm just checking. I think everyone in this party can see in the dark, but I'm just going to check. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a human. Filthy humans.
Yeah, Vicente, I think you're going to be in a dark place soon enough. So, let's load. Let's see if before loading the actual one, let's see if everything's fine. Yeah, Fog of War is enabled. I don't want you guys to see more than you have to. All right, should be loading the new page.
Okay.
So.
Where the hell's my token?
Yeah, you have every time a new page is loaded, you just kind of have to drag your token from the. I mean, I can do it for you. It's not a problem. So.
There we are.
Yeah, see? I mean, I can just drag them. So but every time it's a new map, you kind of have to reinsert your health points and whatnot. So, if you want to do it, otherwise I'm trusting you. So, this guy here is working near the only source of light present in the cellar, which is a candle that stands on this circular table, and he's holding a barrel of wine that he's probably trying to bring upstairs. He sees you come down, glances behind your shoulders to where the innkeeper looks at him and goes, "Yeah, let them go, we're going to deal with the rats." And he kind of nods and just looks at you and say, "Yeah, it's further down. Just keep on going and you'll eventually find the hole they came through." So, superior dark vision is 120 feet, which kind of translates to how many... Well, I'll just assume you can see everything, just because I'm a nice person.
Hold on, there's the, no, wait, never mind.
Well, yeah, I've seen this or that. Yeah, that one. Yeah, but 120 you can pretty much see everything without...
Yeah.
Yeah. So he looks at you and goes, yeah, I've seen some rats. And, well, they're normally as big as my feet. There's a couple dozens, but, you just shoo them away. And, I mean, they're kind of squishy if you manage to get something to hit them hard with. They go pop and whatnot. But anyway, I have to get back to work. Good luck with rats. Yeah. Yeah, you can do whatever in character tactical planning you wish to do. It's not a problem.
Chris, want to take point?
I'll go first. Sure.
Randall, stay near me. I can't see shit.
Yeah, in before hubris. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
So, do you near the hole in the ground? That's the question of a lifetime.
Yes.
Alright. So. Move your tokens, people. Move your tokens. Trust me, this will be important later when we will have to deal with traps, and I'll need to know where you are in order to know who dies and who doesn't.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
now that you're closer to the floor and to the hole in the floor, you can give me another perception check. I'm actually kind of. How do you douse the torch? Like with the cantrip spell? With like.
Yeah, prestidigitation. I just sort of like
Ah,
snap
yeah,
it
yeah.
off. I was like,
So no
"Guys,
light.
you'll see us."
You're in pitch black darkness right about now. The candlelight is far away, and
I can't see anything.
no, it's completely
I
dark.
barely see
That's
things.
why they gave you a torch.
Okay, so that was a bad plan. I guess I realized that, like, okay, I really do need something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I would be saying to him, it's like, no, I don't want them to see me.
Okay.
You kind of don't even know where your other teammate, your other party members are. You're just there in the dark, pondering, wondering. You feel someone handing you something in the dark. So I rather think it's. You think it's a torch. Alright. With another snap of the fingers, the torch lights up, and you can see the looks in the eyes of Urist and Ravandil, which are kind of, well, they're the kind of looks you'd normally reserve to a really nice puppy, you think, like, yeah, deadpan. Deadpan look, like, but, yeah. So, I was saying, I'll need a perception check from everyone near the hole.
Okay.
I near the hole.
Yeah.
I'm near enough.
Here we go. So 15.
I'm still doing shit.
Yeah, well, I mean... yeah, you kind
Hold
of
on.
realize they actually knew quite a bit of the floor. And I'm waiting on Yuri's roll. Yeah, yeah, let's see. It's a nice floor. You can kind of see past it. And you see where it ends. On, so... kind of move there, if you want. I mean, you do not see any rats around you, so we are probably back to whichever lair they have in below the tavern. So it's on you. Do you descend into the darkness? So who goes down first? Whoever's the lucky
I'm
one.
gonna
Just,
peer over the edge.
yeah, and you peer over the edge, and this is basically what you see. Like some, yeah, you see some kind of cobblestone, and but if you want to see more, you'll have to get down there. Yeah, I mean, Ravandil, you are a ranger. You technically did 2 points more than everyone else. So it's... yes, you can do a better job. Alright, I should probably change the music. I mean, we've been going with the in one until now, but should be.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would just be like muted music coming from up the stairs at this point.
Alright. And I'll put it on loop, so it just keeps on going until you move somewhere else. So you're basically discussing with one another while atop this kind of gnawed upon floor. And so, who goes down? Come on, you can even descend 2 at a time, it's not a problem. Just the hole is big enough.
I need to do my annual asshole quota.
Yeah, I get it, but...
Matter of principle.
Alright, so Ravandil basically throws himself bodily down the way and arrives just as Uris kind of jumps after him with a resounding hit, like BAM, and lands just like a true dwarf would. And do you want to try to land on Ravandil or not? I mean, you can kind of aim, but this is the kind of stuff I'm saying no.
It will kill me. I'm like 10 HP.
I wouldn't want to break his spine.
So, meanwhile, Vincente stays upstairs. So what you can see is basically some kind of small hole from which there is a door in the lower corner and a large crack in the wall, large enough that two humanoids could easily squeeze through. You can give me another perception check, because I enjoy perception checks.
Okay, 1 sec.
Alright, so... No, you are... so Vincente is on the floor above and doesn't hear, though he probably would have had he come the floor below. Uris hears nothing. He doesn't like hearing stuff in the underground. He likes the peace, the quiet, and he's buzzing, chewing the high elf something about dark vision and dwarves. Ravandil instead, utterly ignoring what the dwarf is saying, hears 2 different sounds. One is a set of hisses and clicks. The other instead is the more typical known sound of squeaking mice. The squeaking comes from the door, and the hisses and the clicks instead come from the wall. You realize the door has been a bit chewed upon. And on the bottom there are more than enough holes to allow for people to move through. To allow for rats to move through.
I walk over to the door. Can I peer through a crack in the door or something?
Alright, so what you see, since you have all the dark vision in the world and can pretty much see everything, is the following. You see that there are 2 swarms of rats, which are busily gnawing upon the remains of an unlucky guy who, in his unluck, still managed to kill a couple of rats before his inevitable demise. But the 2 larger swarms are still there and are kind of busy eating the corpse. So there is water in the area, and you are relatively sure this is some kind of drain for the inn's bathrooms and sewer system. You kind of guess. You cannot see whether or not he has anything useful on his own. He's basically swarmed with rats. So you'd have to deal with the rats to see him. You know, they're basically telling at you, like, from down below, Ravandil is kind of being all sneezy-like, going, "Ah, if only we had a mage to throw a firebolt there!"
Nudge.
Yeah, Ravandil kind of points at the door, where Urist is standing there, being like, "Yeah, well, what? Are we going to do something?" So, first of all, let's go with initiative. So, just a moment, before you start rolling initiative, give me the time to find... turn order. So, right, just give me a moment, because I have to add add turn 1, add turn 2, add turn 3, add turn for the mice number 1, and add turn for the mice number 2. Now, technically, if each of you rolls initiative,
okay, just a heads up. It's very important that you click on your own not avatar, but own thing before you roll initiative, because then it tracks to yours.
Yeah, I already did it for them right now. So if you roll the, let's see.
Oh right.
Yep. You're lucky for what concerns one of them.
I think I have advantage to initiative. As the ranger.
Yeah, it's automatically counted. Like.
Okay, rolling.
Yeah, let's just say the mice swarm just doesn't want to go anywhere anytime close. Like it's yeah, sure. We're going to stay here.
Okay. I take my bow out and I draw an arrow.
Alright, just a moment because alright, I had to push enter. Wait, now at the moment the door is closed, so Ravandil is first, Vincente is second, Urist is third, then we have Swarm 1 and Swarm 2. Now, the door at the moment is closed. So, Ravandil, you're the first one in the turn order. What do you do?
So, yeah. Okay.
So...
Okay.
So, basically, so Eurist, you open the door if you choose to, and alright, now the door's open, so you've done your move action. I mean, technically you can still do the rest of your movement, and if you have a long range you can attack, otherwise just stay there. I mean, whatever suits, whatever rocks your boat. If you have like a bow or something, you can try to attack them with it. Otherwise, just...
Hold on. I think I do. Yeah. I'll try to throw a hand at the swarm of rats.
Alright,
This
so...
swarm of rats.
Yeah, no, wait, if you... Wait a moment, because using the message cantrip is around. So, like... if you use the cantrip, you lose the turn. So, just...
Okay.
Just speak.
Know that,
Like,
I
I mean,
forgot.
you can just speak. He's there. It's not like...
Yeah, the rats, you know.
yeah, I mean...
Trying to be
But well, the
silent.
rats will notice you the moment you attack, so it's literally not going to matter.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we're already in initiative order.
yeah, so... I'm just... So,
Okay.
since you waited
So I
after
guess-
Uris to... So, Uris open the door. Then, does he attack with a hand axe? If so, roll the dice for the hand axe.
Can I move out of the way? So
Yes, you
there-
can. You have the rest of your movement.
Okay, so over here.
Alright.
And then throw the hand axe.
Yep.
With disadvantage, because I think they're more than 20 feet away. Hold on.
Depends on which one you throw. Yeah, but
No, they're both more than 20 feet away, unfortunately.
So,
disadvantage.
it's a...
10.
Oh, yes, you did. You hit. Congratulations.
Okay.
Throw the damage.
8.
Alright. So, I'm just going to do something really nice and also really evil. I'm going to put the health bars up so you can see just how much pain you have to give them to throw them down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. For the time, so you did 8 damage, and this is the result. Your hand axe lops off a couple of rats in the swarm, and as soon as you do, well, the rats notice you. But after your turn, well, before the rats, there's still Ravandil and Vincente. So, Ravandil,
Yes.
what do you do?
Well, I take my. I've already knocked my bow down. I want to just shoot at one of the rats. One that's
Alright.
closest to Urus.
Alright, so you shoot the one already wounded. Throw the arrow.
Yes.
Let's
Alright.
see how it goes.
Let me just check.
Nice!
Well, he's dead.
Yeah, you'd like that. Throw the damage.
For throwing damage, you just click on the line.
The damage type here.
Yeah, you click on the... Just
In-
click
under
on
low?
longbow on
Oh,
the
yeah.
lower... there. So, yeah, nice hit, low damage. So, you basically hit him, and your arrow, again, takes off a couple of them, but kind of making a rat shish kebab, but it's not enough. The swarm looks quite healthy and quite angered. Vincente, it's your turn.
Can I hit them with a fireball from here? Or do I need to move
It
somewhere?
depends.
To be able to
How much range does your firebolt have? I
give me room
think...
to focus spell?
I
It's
think
60
you should...
feet.
Yeah, I think you could hit them easily. Yeah, it's actually 120 feet.
Is it?
Yeah, you can hit him from the other... You just need line of sight though, and there's a wall here blocking it. So just move one square ahead and you can.
Yeah, if you move one square, then you can shoot from the door.
Yeah, exactly. So, yes and no, because Firebolt, it's not on you, I think. Ah, no, you have to make the ranged spell attack, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure you're going to hit it with a 1. No, no. Sorry. You all watch Vincente's Firebolt kind of fly in the air, and then do this...
I did just cast it out of a torch because one hand has a quarterstaff and then the other one has a torch in it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of like trying to do a throw with a tennis ball, but the tennis ball just falls right down at your feet, and everyone kind of look at it and goes, "Ah, we're fucked. We're literally fucked." So, swarm time. So, let's see. So the swarms can move up to 30 feet. 30 feet translates to a nice 6 squares. Yeah, that's what they all say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got the dwarf. Then I'm going to move also the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second swarm doesn't move more. I mean, so let's start with the first swarm. No, you're lucky. In a certain kind of way, you are lucky, Urist. Because I have to use the second movement to stop the swarm inside your square. And that's pretty much it, because he cannot. He has to attack when you're in the same square. So the second swarm just kind of sticks around and waits for its own turn. So you're kind of being swarmed by rats.
I'm just swarmed by rats.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So new turn again. Ravandil, you can kind of see the dwarf in this mass of rats that are trying to like chew his face off, and is battling them away, doing his very best to keep them off his eyes.
Okay. Let me check. Can I go near him? I guess I have like 30 feet. I think I can. It's 1, 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go near him, you can. You have a movement to do so.
Okay, then I go near him and I pull my swords.
Alright, so Urist is kind of getting worried because there's an elf with 2 swords out near him and his beard. But, well, it could be worse.
Let me just move it.
Yeah?
Right here.
Alright, so
I have my swords and I just...
you stab where you can find. Alright. Throw to hit.
Alright, I have 2 swords.
Yeah, notice, when attacking with 2 weapons, you add the modifier only to the first one for what concerns the damage. So,
Okay.
if it's strength or dex, I don't know, but you only add it to the first one, unless you have a 2-weapon fighting thing.
I have elf weapon training, which means I'm proficient. Does that count?
Yeah, no, being proficient is different from having the 2-weapon fighting stuff, which is, it's like a feat. No, it's a trait. It's an ability of certain classes. So, yeah,
It's a
let's
fighting style
say
that gives
throw for the
extra.
second sword. Because with a 9 you're not going to hit the swarm. Yeah, but Ravandil, you have 2 attacks, so attack with a second sword.
Alrighty.
So, let's hope the second one works!
I can't, like, I just missed it right for Black Rage.
Yeah?
Shame.
It hit first.
Yeah, well, from one point of view, the beard is fine. Now, yes, now you can throw the damage for the second one.
Finally.
Yeah, but the second one, you do not add the strength modifier or the dex modifier to it. So, just throw the damage and then we'll remove what needs to be removed. It was a nice hit, but it's a 5 rather than an 8. And of the 5, we have to remove 2. No, we have to remove 3, so it's only 2 damage. Just a moment, because the swarm of rats was literally beneath. There we go.
Wait, no, I think the damage is 5.
Yes,
And it
it is.
3 stacks.
But rat swarms are nifty things where they basically halve all the damage that doesn't come from magic.
Oh, shit.
So, basically, we need your firebolt, wizard. You are important.
Yeah, so try. Oh.
So, it's your turn, Vincente.
He's gonna
How do I do the actual like space thing? 1, 2.
No, you can hit, like, don't worry, you can hit them, like, it's
Oh, I had a plan.
So you basically walk really close to Urista and
Alright.
are you sure you want to do the thunder? Well, alright, thunder wave forever. So I'm going to need a constitution save from everyone.
Alrighty.
I mean,
this one is very bad for me.
it's a plan like any other, but thunder wave doesn't discriminate. So
I mean, isn't it in a 50-foot? Oh, cute.
yeah.
Well,
Wait, it depends. Where do you put it? Like, you know, because it starts around yourself. So yeah, it's everyone. So
Well, at least I wrote well.
yeah, Ravandil is fine, sort of. Yeah, you take half as much damage and you aren't pushed.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, let me just do a constitution. Sorry.
yeah, Ravandil takes only 4 damage.
Okay, then
Hi.
Urist also takes only 4 damage. Now let's see the rats. These funny rats. So let's go and see who lives and who dies. Well, 7 and 7, how much do they even have? Like, there are swarms of rats. Yeah, no, both take full damage. So, just a moment. So this one goes to 8. And this one instead goes to 16. And Uris returns under the rats. Yeah, kind of. Well, no, wait a moment. You're right. Lightly slamming. Because I was nearly forgetting. Thunderwave moves them away from you. So, 1 and 2. And let's just move. 1 and 2. They move back 10 feet. Because they failed the rolls.
I mean, don't I get? Oh right, I don't get thrown.
No, you succeeded. So you're fine. The rats get thrown back. So when it's the rats' turn, they just kind of. Yeah. Ah no, yeah, it's Urist. Urist, it's your turn.
Yes. Shaking off the ringing in his ears.
Yeah, but basically everyone heard that. Like, even from the sewers, everyone heard that.
The thunder.
Yeah, there's someone on the chamber pot upstairs that's like, did I just fart that much?
Okay. Earth is gonna run forwards. Is this rat pile still alive?
Yeah, they're still alive. They are quite a bit wounded, but they're still alive.
Okay. He's going to take his battle axe in 2 hands.
Yeah?
And rage.
Let's hope it's all that it takes.
Yeah.
Go! Urist, we
Raging.
believe in you! Do not fail us!
Okay, hold on. So.
Your ancestors are watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually managed. Good.
All right, and then. 15
Nice. So it's yeah. You basically cleave them all except for like 2 rats who look at one another and go, "We must bring him down for the glory of Mickey."
Yeah.
Even Disney is in D&D.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Exactly. Like these 2 mice have this. Yeah, 2 silver he fails. So, mouse turn. So, the two remaining rats kind of just jump on Urist, and they attempt to bite onto him like... they fail miserably. The other swarm instead sees a straight line for a squishy looking mage and just go banzai, like charge! Splot. So, wizard, let us see of what you are made. Yeah, they miss. It's like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever.
They bounce off my glowing blue
Yeah,
armor.
mage armor. We're like, what is this trickery? This devil's work?
What? What happened?
I don't know, it kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I think I. Sorry.
No, wait. Yeah, you disappeared from the turn order, Urist.
Yes.
I'm just going to add you back, and you have 8, and everything's fine now. There we go. So, Ravandil, go. We believe in you, Barberman.
Okay, so I see the very nice rats right in my vision.
Yes.
I prep my sword with malicious intent and I stab him with a pointy.
Alright, the ones on Vincente or the ones on Urist?
The ones of Vincenti. Because
Alright.
if I miss, I will just say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to."
Yeah, and if you miss on Urist, you'll be like, I intended to do that.
Yeah, totally. It was my
Alright.
plan.
Go.
So, let's see.
So the first one's a hit.
Okay.
So throw the damage.
It's a 1d6.
Alright. So I'll just move the wizard back a
They
bit.
just like skewered 2 rats.
Yeah. Well, no, he's screwed quite a bit. And the second attack.
He just has like he has a rat kebab now.
Yeah, basically there are dead rats everywhere. Some still. Yeah, also the second one's a hit. Throw me the damage. This one does a bit less because I do not count the dex, so it's 2. Yeah, well, they're both quite damaged, but they're still there. Vincente, you have rats on yourself, both alive and dead. You have Schrodinger's rats on you. Well, everyone starts
Give me a
somewhere.
moment.
Yeah, no, you really don't like using the firebolt. It's like, no. So, again, this tennis ball-sized ball of fire kind of appears in Vincente's hands and just splutters and dies with like a whimper.
I'm still casting out that torch that I'm holding.
It must be the torch. It's not a nice torch. So, Urist, it's your turn again. You have literally 2 rats on your body, attempting some kind of David and Goliath final showdown.
No use keeping them alive. I'll just attack them.
That wasn't in your thought, but
Yeah, I mean, come
Just-
on. When something's wrong, blame the equipment. Yeah, and killing people with Loafer. Yeah, that's a way to go too.
Urust is gonna keep just screaming in Undercommon and bring his axe down on both of the rats.
It is only... You hit! Like, you managed to hit, like, just barely. Barely, yeah, and they're dead. So I just move you there, and the rat swarm is dead. Congratulations.
play the Final Fantasy victory theme.
Yeah, there's just one swarm rat left, so don't smile too much because it's their turn. Let's see if I can manage to harm the wizard. Come on. No! Like, the rats are even more unlucky than I thought.
So I'm still covered in rats.
Yeah, like the one
are,
who
like,
did more damage
bouncing off
is
my
the
blue
wizard. Like he damaged the party more than the rats. Ravandil, finish them. Come on, we trust you.
Come on.
Come on, Ravandil. We trust you. Do
Oh,
not
it's
fail
okay.
us. Yes.
So, well, I guess I do the tried method of stabbing things with a shot.
Go,
You know.
stab them. Stab them
Stab them.
until they hurt. And you miss with the first attack.
Yeah, I'm still angry about the wizard.
Yeah.
That's totally why.
You're just rubbing your back, going, ah, rats, they're over, it's done. And the wizard like, I have rats on me! Yeah, second attack connects. Throw the damage.
Alrighty.
Alright, so it's just 4 split by 2, that makes 2. Yeah, you kind of just scrub off 1 or 2 rats from Vincente, and that's pretty much it. Like, just, oh, shoo shoo! Vincente, your turn. Yeah, the rats kind of didn't think it properly through.
Ooh, there we go.
Nice. Yeah, now this time you throw the damage. So, how much will the fireball do? 9 damage. Just what you needed to remove them. And the rats die.
I clicked wrong. I clicked wrong there.
Sorry.
I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be clicking here.
The firebolt.
Click the firebolt. Like
I did, but it just gives
No,
doesn't give
you
me.
click the firebolt beneath the... I did it for you. 9 damage, you have a dead.
no.
But you click the firebolt beneath the rolls.
Ah, thank you.
So, well, they're dead. You kind of look around in this mass swarm of dead rats and whatnot, and yeah, you're pretty much well, kind of satisfied, maybe.
That's fine. I just like stop casting the torch, just set myself on fire with a firebolt.
Well, maybe not. Still, the battle
Oh,
is
this is setting
over.
on fire.
You have emerged victorious. Yeah, so around you can find rats, more dead rats, bigger dead rats, and a corpse standing in the far off corner. Alright, so we have Vincente that nears the body, and basically this poor fellow was, yeah, from what you can gather, he was probably sent down and fought off and bit off more than he could chew. Ha ha ha. Yeah, the rats made short work of him. He managed to kill a couple, which you found at the entrance, but he didn't have much on himself. He had a chainmail armor, a wooden shield, a long sword, but nothing of importance. He did have 15 gold coins on his person, which you quickly gather and then split between yourselves. So you each gain 5 gold coins.
Right, let me put that in. So 100 GP each, correct? If I remember. So it's 105 now.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember correct.
Yeah. No, you have to split the money. It's like, this is kind of one of the few rules I enforce. Because the party
Understandable.
sticks together. Like, I don't care about a lot of stuff. So if like you three want to then go and burn down an orphanage, I'll just give you the consequences of it. I want to like put
Okay.
some kind of force wall saying no, you can't burn down orphanages, no, you cannot kill children, but there are consequences. But on the other hand, the party sticks together. End of the story. Like, end of the line.
Understand.
So, I mean,
So like that was why I was asking about like if we had some kind of like that's basically like the party contract is we split money fairly.
yes,
Yep.
so basically, there can be friendly ripping, like for role-playing reason, there's no problem if a high elf pulls the beard of a dwarf or whatnot. But that's it.
Hmm.
So, the weapons are normal weapons. You could probably take them, but they won't be any better than what you already have.
Yeah, we can sell them.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
true.
sword.
So, I'll just stop the recording
And you-
1 minute.
what do you-
1 minute.